Hey guys, how you going today? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to start today in an easy cross-legged seat. So you may like to prop your hips up onto a block or a pillow. So really get this nice tilt in your pelvis and get all the wriggles out. And then when you're ready, closing down through your eyes, just going into your internal world for a moment. Start to connect to your breath. And as you breathe, feel yourself calming down. Feel yourself letting go a little more. You've carved out this time in your day for your practice. Can you fully be here? Can you remain completely present and completely embodied in each and every pose? Lengthen a little taller through the crown of your head. Softening your shoulders down your back body. We'll be here for 6 more breaths. Letting go of anything that's happened today up until this point. And all that remains is a grounded, strong, confident, and present version of yourself. And go ahead and blink your eyes open. Make your way over onto your hands and knees into your tabletop. 3 clockwise circles with shoulders over wrists. Reverse your circles, 3 anti-clockwise circles. Just gently warming up through your wrists. Nice. Begin to flip your fingers towards the outer long edges of your mat. Just create a half circle from left to the back to the right. And from the right, sink back and over to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Flip your fingers to face the front of your mat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, press everything back and away, downward facing dog. Pedal through your heels, swish through your hips. If you need to let an exhale, a deep sigh out of your mouth, please do so. I won't be able to hear you from here. Gaze forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Step, hop, float, however you like. Inhale, halfway lift, Urdhvadhanyarasana. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, more length. Exhale, soften. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale your palms to the earth. Step your right foot long. Step or lower your right knee down to the earth. Inhale, take your arms and gaze to sky. As you exhale, sink your hips forward a little more. From your right knee to your right fingertips, can you find more space? Keep sinking your hips forward. Spread your left toes wide. And as you exhale, your fingertips find your mat. Begin to draw your hips back. Straighten your left leg. Fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Gaze forward, bend into your left knee. Your right foot steps up next to your left. Fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time your left foot steps long, your left knee lowers. Low lunge, inhale to rise. Exhale to sink in. Deep breaths. Notice where your body is in space here. Feel the mat beneath your right foot, your left knee, your left foot. As you exhale, fingertips find the earth. Draw your hips back, your right leg straightens. Half split. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold, soften. And just encourage a deeper bend in that right knee. It's early. Your hamstrings may be tight. Gaze forward, bend into your right knee. Your left foot steps forward to meet your right. Fold. As you inhale, rise towards a standing position. Lengthen your arms. Maybe your gaze to the sky. Exhale, soften your hands to your heart center. 2 rounds of sun salutation A. Ground down through your feet, lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale, arms and gaze to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, palms to earth, step back to your high plank, lower down to your mat. Untuck your toes, inhale, rise, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Let's keep the momentum going. Inhale, raise onto balls of feet. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, hop or float to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, stand tall, Urdhvadhanyarasana. Ground down through your feet, reach through your fingertips. Hands to heart center, exhale. One more round just like that. Inhale, arms and gaze to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, palms to earth, step back to your high plank, lower. Maybe you pause halfway down in Chaturanga Dandasana. Untucking your toes, inhale, sweep your heart through, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Just notice if you've created a little heat in your body. Inhale, float your right heel to sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, your right foot steps forward next to your right thumb. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge, Untitled. Exhale, your hands to the earth. Step back, downward dog. Inhale, left heel floats to sky. Exhale, your left foot steps up next to your left thumb. Crescent lunge, inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to earth. Downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. Inhale, right heel floats to sky. Exhale, your right foot steps up. Untitled, inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, hands to earth. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Use your core, use the strength in your legs, rise. Hands to earth. Down dog. Now either stay here or ripple forward to a high plank as you inhale. And exhale, flow through your vinyasa. As always, these are optional. The practice is optional. If anything doesn't feel good for your body, you don't have to do it. That's the beauty of doing yoga at home. You can pick your own path sometimes. 3 deep breaths. 2 deep breaths. One more breath. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, sigh out of our mouth. Beautiful. Look long. Inhale, rise onto balls of feet. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Step, hop or float to the top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Little different. Start to bend your knees. Sit your butt back onto the earth. Boat pose, Navasana. Now, options with boat pose. Your hands can be on your thighs. Your hands can be out. Your legs can be straight. I like to have my fingertips on the earth. I can really feel myself sitting right on the tips of my sit bones. I can hug my legs together and really crunch in. So we're trying to decrease this gap. Really engage through our core. And we'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Broad through collarbones. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, either stay here or slowly soften down, low boat pose. So your lower back pressing against the earth, reach with your toes. Maybe your hands overhead for that real spice. If you hear my voice quivering, it's because this is hard. Hold for 10, 7, 3, 2. On 1, release, bridge pose. Set your feet up, lift your hips. Whew, it's good to get the core work over nice and early and we don't have to do it later. Little engagement through your glutes. If you need to wipe the sweat off you or take a little drink, you have a moment now. If you're okay, keep driving through your heels. Maybe you walk your shoulders in and underneath. And go ahead and lower your hips down towards the earth. And rock back and forward 2 or 3 times. When you feel ready, making your way over into downward facing dog. Beautiful. If you're in downward facing dog, slowly start to lower your forearms to the earth. Dolphin pose. Feel as though we're not pressing our shoulders too far back, but our shoulders are over our elbows, meaning we can walk our feet forward a little more. Maybe you take a deep bend in your knees, pressing your chest, your heart through towards your feet. If forearm stand is in your practice and you'd like to go there now, please take it there. We'll hold in dolphin for 10. Drive through your elbows. Really press your heart through, stack your shoulders over your elbows. Relax your head for 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2. On 1, see if you can press through your hands, lift up, downward facing dog. Whew. It's no good when you're rested, downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Then inhale, float your right heel to sky 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, chin to chest, round in, pause and hold. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. See if you can get your knee and your nose to touch. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, your right foot steps forward. Rise, high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, deepen in. Beautiful. Sink those hips a little lower. Ground down through all 4 corners of your right foot. Drive through your back left heel. See if you can lift your left knee a little higher. Nice. A beautiful pose to build strength in your legs. To really learn to breathe in a compromised position. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, left heel turns down. Warrior 2. Sink in. Check in with your right foot. Check in with your right knee. Both directly tracking forward. Arms lengthened. Don't forget about this back left arm. Gaze over your middle finger. And try and press that right knee towards the outer edge of your mat a little more. You should feel a nice opening through your through your groin. Through the right groin, through the left groin. Pressing down through the big toe knuckle of your right foot. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. On one right forearm to right thigh, left fingers for the front of the room, extended side angle pose. Of course, that right hand can come to the earth if you wish. Spin your heart open. Now either stay here, or maybe you begin to take that right hand off the earth and lengthen it forward. Keep turning your heart open. Hold for a count of 10. Deep breaths. 4, 3, 2. On one, rise, warrior 2. Stay in your lunge. Breathe. Inhale, straighten your right leg. You may need to shorten your stance. If not, exhale, lean forward. Right fingertips to the earth, your shin, or maybe a block. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Keep drawing your right hip back. Feel as though your left leg, your right leg, and your hips are all in this one direct line. Your torso, your left arm is also in the same line. Reach through the crown of your head. Reach through your back left toes. Look down. Left hand lands. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down, maybe pause halfway. Untuck your toes. Inhale, draw your heart through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Rinse and repeat, left side. Inhale, left heel raises. Knee to nose, chin to chest. Exhale, round in, pause and hold. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, your left foot steps forward. Inhale to rise, high crescent lunge. Hips forward. Check in with the alignment of your left knee over your left ankle. And breathe. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, your right heel turns down. Warrior 2, deepen in. Maybe you bounce in and out a few times. And find your pose. Find some strength, find some stillness. I like to close my eyes down. And just notice how you feel. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh, right fingers for the front of the room, extended side angle pose. Maybe your left hand finds the earth. Turn yourself open a little more. If you feel good here, if you want a little more, Maybe rise, use that side body compression, lengthen your left arm forward. Breathe. For 10. More length through your fingers. 8. 5. 4. 3. 2. On 1, inhale, rise, warrior 2. Lengthen that left leg. Lean forward. Trikonasana, left hand finds your mat, your shin or a block. Soften your right shoulder away from your ear. 4 smooth breaths. Look down, right hand to the earth, downward facing dog. If you wish, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale to lower. Untuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now either stay here in down dog or soften your forearms down, dolphin pose. Dolphins are such beautiful animals. Don't know about how beautiful this pose is though. It is a killer on the shoulders. But feel as though you can drive through your shoulders and press your body away from them. Maybe your feet walk in. If you're playing with forearm stand, go for it. If you're not, stay here with me in dolphin. One breath at a time, we'll get through this pose. Two more breaths. And on your last exhale, soften your knees down, untuck your toes, relax your hands towards your feet. Child's pose. Let your shoulders melt away from your back body. Feel incredibly spacious here. And slowly rise. Come into your Urdhvadhanyarasana for a moment. Just find a breath, find a moment of pause. And sink your hips over to one side. Swing your legs around to the front of your mat. Maybe shift yourself forward and come down onto your backs. Walk your feet out, lengthen everything long. Take your arms overhead for a moment. And we'll come back into a little bit of core work. So begin to curve up through your spine. Feel as though you can find this beautiful rainbow shape. Lengthen your fingers forward. Either stay here or maybe you lift your legs. Now you can either hold here for 10, 9, or take your arms overhead. Lengthen a little more. 4, 3, 2, on 1, release. 2 breaths. Allow your low belly to be soft. This time take your fingers, interlace them behind your head. C-curve yourself up. Find your low boat, lift your feet, and then tap left knee, right elbow for 1. Left elbow, right knee for 2. We're going for 30. 3, 4. Do as many as you can. Try and curve up through your spine a little more and reach through your feet a little more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go as slow as you like. or as quick as you like. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. Oh. Whew. Just release. Relax down into the earth for 3 breaths. Notice how your core feels. Completely strong. Like you could do another 30, right? I'm only kidding. Set your feet up like you would for bridge pose. And begin to lift your hips. This time really walk your shoulders in and underneath. Pinkies chase the ground, maybe they touch. Collarbones lifting towards your head. Hips pressing towards the ceiling. Engage through your glutes. Hold. Lift a little higher. And exhale lower. And we have 2 more rounds of back bends. You may like to take bridge pose, which we were just in. You may like to take wheel. So if you're going into bridge pose, set yourself up. Lift your hips and be there. If you're going into wheel, flip your hands so your fingertips face your feet. Keep your elbows drawn into your body. Take a deep inhale. Really pack the air down into your lower abdomen. And as you exhale, press through your hands, press through your feet. Maybe you come to rest on your head. Readjust those hands and rise into wheel pose. Urdhvadhanyarasana. Keep your knees hugging in towards the midline. Press your heart, your chest towards your hands a little more. I really want you to feel your legs in this pose. So engage through your glutes. Drive through both feet and hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, lower, tuck your chin to your chest. Relax into the earth for a moment. And if wheel pose isn't in your yogi playbook yet, then don't worry about it. Wheel's a big one, going upside down. You do need a lot of strength in your shoulders, but you need a little bit more strength in your mind. It's the trust you have in yourself to hold you there that is key. It's like any form of inversion. If you trust yourself to hold yourself there, you'll be more confident. So take 2 more breaths. Now either lift up, setting up into your bridge pose. So engage through your glutes, hug your heels towards you isometrically so you feel your hamstrings engage. Or maybe you flip those hands and coming into wheel once more. Deep inhale and exhale to lift. Find your bridge, find your wheel. If you're in bridge, lift your hips a little higher. Walk your shoulders underneath you. Really find a broadening through your chest. If you're in wheel, drive through both of your hands. Maybe you tippy-toe your legs back in 1 step more. We'll all hold for a count of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, soften down. Release. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe you rock from side to side. Those back bends are quite intense because we're putting our body into a position it's not used to going. We're very used to being hunched over, slouched in, rounded. So when we find that extension really opening up through the abdomen, the chest, the shoulders, it's a big challenge. So keep your right knee hugged in, release your left heel, long and down, deep inhale. And as you exhale, come into a spinal twist, both your right leg over towards your left. Right shoulder relaxes down towards your mat. And starting to let go of your practice. Yoga is all about ease and effort. You've just done the effort. And it's time to find the ease. As you inhale, draw both knees back to center. Keep your left knee hugged in, release your right heel long and down. Deep inhale. And exhale your left knee over and across your body towards the right. Finding this beautiful twist, this rotation through your spine. Knees come back to center. Happy baby, soles of your feet shine towards the sky. Arms inside your legs, your hands hold on to the outside edges of your feet. Hands draw your feet down to earth, feet kick your hands towards the ceiling. You can rock. And if you topple over, find a little giggle. Your knees hug back into your chest once more. Take a beautiful bright inhale, really fill up with air. And then as you exhale, release, arms, legs long. Coming to Shavasana, your final resting pose. This is the moment where you can enjoy yourself. Not as though you weren't enjoying yourself throughout the practice, but this moment feels extra special after you've worked so hard. And if your mind is starting to wander, just let it wander towards your happy place, whatever that may be. And this is where I leave you today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed your practice. I hope you have beautiful days, beautiful weeks, and amazing lives. Thank you so much for joining me and letting me into your home. I'll see you again soon.